If you found a note in the woods, written in your own handwriting, but you'd never written it, would you read it? Or would you leave it there and hope it never finds you? There's a reason nobody in Lakewood looks over their shoulder at night, not after what happened to the Five. Some stories don't go viral because they're sensational. They go viral because they feel like they could happen to anyone. This one, it's about a town that tried to bury its secrets, and the night 5 friends vanished into the woods, leaving behind only fragments, pieces, and one message that still doesn't make sense, unless you know how it ends. If you blink, you miss it. One main street, 2 gas stations, a diner that's been microwaving the same pie since the 60s. The kind of place where people leave their doors unlocked, where gossip moves faster than facts. But outside that sleepy little town, past the grain silos and rusted water tower, is a place the locals don't talk about. A stretch of woods thick with old trees and older stories. It's called Black Hollow. You won't find it on maps. No trail markers, no signs, just dense pine and silence. Some say the trees grow too close together, that compasses stop working, that people hear things, voices that sound familiar but aren't. Most just avoid it, except for 5 kids in 2002. Megan Carter, the kind of girl who makes things happen, charismatic, reckless. Ty Brooks, her boyfriend, quiet, loyal, the anchor. Jenna Patel, the artist. Strange, sensitive, known for sketching dreams she doesn't remember having. C.J. Johnson, the Joker, always filming, always chasing the next scare. Eli Turner, the new kid, moved to Lakewood that summer, didn't quite fit in, which is probably why he ended up with them. It was October 19th, 2002, a Saturday. Leaves burning in the air. A dying sun. CJ had a plan. Let's make a documentary. One last adventure before college. The destination? Black Hollow. Megan grinned. What's the worst that could happen? Eli muttered. Some things are legends for a reason. Nobody listened. They packed flashlights, snacks, 2 walkie-talkies, CJ's camcorder, Jenna's sketchbook, and Megan left a note on the kitchen counter. Gone to Black Hollow. Back by midnight. The last time anyone saw them. As they entered the tree line, CJ filmed everything. Ty faking fear, Jenna sketching, Megan leading. Eli walked last, looking over his shoulder, always looking back. But that wasn't the strangest thing that would happen that night. 20 minutes in, they found a tree marked with a symbol. A circle with a line through it, like a closed eye. CJ zoomed in. Secret code, or warning sign. Megan laughed it off, but Jenna went quiet. I've seen that, she whispered, in my dream, last week. If you were there, would you have turned back? Or would you have kept going? Pause the video. What do you think the symbol means? They kept going deeper into the woods. The path twisted and narrowed, and the air got colder. Every so often they'd hear something, a branch snapping, a low rustle in the leaves, but when they shined their flashlights there was nothing there, just shadows. The air felt thick, almost oily, like breathing through a wet rag. The static on the walkie-talkie felt like it was crawling under their skin. At one point Ty stopped and pointed. Did you see that? He asked, voice tight. Something moved, right over there. CJ swung the camera around, but the lens caught only darkness. Megan tried to brush it off. Probably a deer, she said. But her voice was a little too high. CJ thought he was filming a prank. He was wrong. They pressed on, but the mood had shifted. The jokes faded. Even CJ stopped filming for a while. Then, just as they were about to turn back, they stumbled onto an old abandoned cabin. The windows were boarded up. The door hung crooked on its hinges. CJ, of course, wanted in. This is where the legend lives, he joked. Inside, the air was thick, sour, like something had died and never left. The floor creaked under their feet. Jenna found a pile of old newspapers in the corner, yellowed and brittle. The headlines were strange. Local resident disappears near Black Hollow, search called off after 3 days, family still seeking answers. But that wasn't the strangest thing they found in the cabin. Eli opened a drawer. Inside was a torn envelope, faded, brittle, a note inside, just 4 words: "He listens through you." Nobody knew what it meant. Jenna said it made her feel sick. They moved on. Suddenly, Ty's walkie-talkie crackled. Static, then a whispered, "Don't look back." They froze. Megan grabbed it. "Who is this?" "Nothing, just silence." The static seemed to pulse, like a heartbeat, and for a moment it felt like the whole cabin was listening. They left the cabin fast. The woods felt different, heavier, wrong. Paths didn't match the way in. Every direction looped back on itself. CJ filmed less. Ty stopped joking. Megan kept pretending it was fine. "Jenna." She stopped, pulled out her sketchbook. "I drew this. The twisted trees. The trail splitting, a tall, dark figure behind them. She drew it before they ever came here." Jenna's sketchbook held a secret nobody noticed until it was too late. The forest never went silent. That's what CJ said later, on the tape. Even in the stillest moment, there were whispers beneath the leaves. Footsteps in the moss, breathing that didn't match anyone's own. But at that moment, what pulled them forward was a light. A flickering glow, maybe 50 yards ahead. Soft, warm. Megan said, "It's a lantern, someone's out there." Eli said, "It's not the way we came." Nobody wanted to argue anymore. They moved toward the glow. For a moment, it seemed like they'd found the way out. But the woods had other plans. Hanging from a low branch, they found it, an old oil lantern, swinging gently. Beneath it, pinned to the bark of a twisted tree, was a Polaroid photo. CJ grabbed it, eyes narrowing. It was them, taken from behind, just hours ago. In the background, a figure, tall, faceless, slightly blurred, watching. Jenna didn't speak. She turned her flashlight off, quietly. Almost like she didn't want to be seen. Megan muttered, "We need to keep moving." The deeper they went, the louder the forest felt. Low tapping, rustling, breathing. Twice, Ty spun around with his flashlight, certain someone was behind them. "Nothing," CJ whispered. "I swear I saw something between the trees, tall, not human." No one corrected him. They found a small clearing. Centerpiece, a rotting picnic table, covered in dead leaves. On top, another Polaroid. This time a side profile shot, them again. Not taken by CJ, someone was following them, documenting them, from angles they never saw. CJ filmed the photo, then turned the camcorder on himself. "If we disappear, someone needs to know what happened." His voice cracked at the end. Jenna sat down hard, clutched her sketchbook. "I drew this last night, same table, same circle of trees. I thought it was just a nightmare." She flipped the page. There it was, drawn before they left. But in her version, there were 6 figures, 5 seated, 1 standing behind them, faceless. Suddenly, Ty's walkie-talkie lit up again, static, then a voice, clearer this time, close. "You shouldn't have come here," CJ whispered. "Who is this?" The voice replied almost mockingly, "He listens through you." Eli stepped back. His eyes locked onto Megan's. "That was my voice." Flashlights flickered. Trees groaned. Then the sound of movement, not footsteps, something heavier. Dragging, shuffling. They ran, branches slapped their faces. The forest blurred. Direction meant nothing. They stopped only when they hit water. A black pond. Still, untouched. On a rock nearby, another photo. This one was blank, except for a handwritten message in smeared ink. "He listens through you." Eli collapsed. He pulled the envelope from earlier, the one from the cabin. Same message, same handwriting. "It's the same," he muttered. "Whoever left this note, they knew we'd come." CJ scanned the woods with the lens. Static flooded the mic. Then, A voice, not human, guttural. Like it had learned to speak by listening to others. They moved on. Quiet. Shaken. Megan tried to keep them together. We'll wait it out till dawn. But Ty was cracking, pacing, twitchy. Jenna was staring at nothing. Eli stopped talking entirely. And CJ kept filming, even when no one wanted him to. At some point that night, something changed. The woods stopped feeling like trees. They felt like walls, like a maze with no exit. And then, they lost Ty. 1 second he was there, flashlight in hand, right behind Megan. Next second, gone, no sound, no struggle, just the echo of his voice through the walkie. Don't look back. But it wasn't his voice. It was off, like someone trying to imitate him and failing. They called his name. No reply, just more static. CJ caught it on camera, the exact moment Ty vanished from the frame. You see his flashlight, you hear him say something like, "Guys, I think I see." Then silence. They shouted, ran in circles. No footprints, no drag marks, no blood. Just gone. Jenna flipped through her sketchbook again, shaking. I drew 5, then 4, then 3. She wouldn't explain what she meant. Megan started to break. Her confidence collapsed. She pulled CJ aside. We have to get out. I don't care which way. Eli didn't move. It's too late, he said. We're not just lost, we're seen. At 3:47 a.m., CJ's camera caught its last shot. The footage ends abruptly, but before it cuts out, you hear a low, wet breathing sound. CJ whispers, "Do you hear that? It's right behind us." The camera drops, keeps rolling on the forest floor. Boots scuffle in the dirt. Then, a scream, short, sharp, then nothing. When the camera was recovered, the lens was cracked. Battery dead. The last saved clip ends with a still image, a blur of motion. A figure, tall, pale, no features, standing behind a tree, watching, not moving. Just watching. Sunrise came, but only the forest remained. No CJ, no Megan, no Jenna, no Eli. The clearing was empty, except for the picnic table, Jenna's sketchbook, CJ's camcorder, and a single Polaroid blank. Except for 4 words scrawled in a familiar, broken hand. When police arrived, they found no bodies, only fragments, walkie-talkies both drained, Jenna's sketches, the old Polaroids now faded, curling at the edges, the lantern still warm. They searched for 6 days. No results. Locals said it was the Watcher of Black Hollow. Some said it was a cult, others blamed the woods themselves, but the parents knew better. They saw the photos, heard the final tapes, read the same message over and over. Lakewood moved on, or tried to. People stopped saying their names. Parents warned their kids with different words. But the woods, they didn't forget. 8 years later, spring 2010, a nurse named Linda Reyes hikes near Black Hollow. She isn't looking for anything, but her boot catches on something half buried, a backpack, rotting, torn, heavy with wet. Inside, a cracked Polaroid camera, a muddy Lakewood High ID, Eli Turner's. A journal soaked and warped. Eli's handwriting, sloppy, uneven, desperate. First pages are normal, snacks packed. CJ's annoying already. Later entries turn frantic. The forest moves. We walked in circles. Megan's gone. Jenna stopped talking. CJ's camera won't shut off. I hear voices, they sound like us. But not us. Final page. Don't look back. Don't answer the voice. If someone finds this, tell my mom I tried. Then, a symbol drawn over and over, the closed eye. The police reopened the case. Briefly, but no new leads, no bodies, no conclusions. The camera still had film inside. One picture was salvageable. 5 figures, faint, faces blurred. In the background, a faceless shape watching from between the trees. A Reddit thread goes viral. The Lakewood Five real or ARG? Theories pour in. Slenderman was based on this. It's a military experiment. It's not a creature, it's a place. The forest itself is the thing. Podcast dig in. YouTubers make timelines. People claim the watcher appears in dreams. Then something weirder happens. A freelance blogger, Derek Shaw, goes to Lakewood, posts live updates. Day 1. Town's quiet, locals tense. Woods creepier than expected. Day 2 found the clearing. Picnic table still there, sketchbooks gone. Left a trail of breadcrumbs back. Day 3 saw a light last night, tried to follow it. Found a Polaroid blank. Just said, don't look back. Day 4 no post. Derek's car was found at the trailhead, unlocked, keys in the ignition. On the driver's seat, his recorder, corrupted audio, a single Polaroid, a note folded once. The contents were handed over to police. Investigators didn't say what was written on the note, but someone recognized it. It was the same note Eli found in the cabin that night. Same handwriting, same paper, same fold. Back then, no one thought it meant anything. No one repeated what the note said. But anyone who'd been paying attention already knew. On the 20th anniversary of the vanishing, a drone crew films in Black Hollow. They live-stream the entire night. Nothing strange until midnight. Sudden static. Then, a voice on stream, whispering not quite human, not quite machine. Don't look back. Stream cuts to black. Next morning, gear is found destroyed, except one thing. A photo taped to the drone battery. 5 blurred figures. 6th in the back. Faceless, no caption this time, just the forest and a feeling that something is still there. Lakewood sealed the trail. Locals stopped talking, but the internet didn't stop digging. And then, just last year, a package arrived at the Lakewood PD. No return address, no fingerprints. Inside, a VHS tape, a photo, and a folded note. The tape was mostly static, but one voice cuts through. We tried to leave, only I made it. I'm sorry. The note, police didn't release what it said, only that it had been seen before. One detective quietly confirmed it. It was the same note Eli Turner found 20 years ago in the old cabin drawer, the one he read out loud and the others ignored. So, what is Black Hollow? A predator, a place, a voice that borrows yours before you even speak. Nobody knows. But if you ever go there and hear something that sounds like you, whispering from behind, don't look back. What do you think happened to the Lakewood Five? Was it the Watcher, a curse, or something worse? Drop your theory in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, ones that don't let go, subscribe. Because some stories never really end. They just wait for you to find them.